Hey friends, today I want to talk about a pretty bad experience that I had at Target last Friday, May 20th. As you guys know, especially if you watch my Snapchat at all, you know that I am addicted to Target. Addicted, use the Cartwheel app to save money, have the Target debit card to save 5%. I buy a ton of my wardrobe at Target, a ton. So I had a little time to kill before I dropped Ethan off last Friday, and I had promised to get him something for the pool. So we went into Target. I needed to get a few things anyhow. And as we're checking out, I have the most crazy experience, customer service experience, with two body shaming haters. I mean, first and foremost, my background is retail management. I did retail management for most of my career. I really hate bad customer service, but I really can't stand when someone does something that's like legit harassment and bullying. So before we go any further, I'm going to give you a key to the story because you're going to need to know all the key pieces. So we have Thomas, who is the store team lead, who is filling in for Eric, who is the actual general store manager over this location at Turtle Crossing store number 2146. We also have Crystal, who is the cashier who is ringing me up. And then there is Jess, who was the girl who was apparently on the register behind where we were at and who was at the end helping Crystal bag the stuff, I guess because they were, I don't know, I had to wait in line, so I don't understand that whole thing, but I digress. I don't make the schedule or the rules there. Speaking of rules, I do want you to know that working in retail and with human resources, I can tell you that it is illegal to harass somebody. So Ethan and I are standing in line. There's some people in front of us checking out. All of my stuff is laying on the conveyor belt. And I hear the girl at the end, Jess, say something like this: those better be for little girls, or those should be for little girls, or something to that effect. Now, I caught on really quick because I'm not an idiot that she was talking about the shorts that I was purchasing. I had decided immediately that I wasn't going to say anything because typical me is going to say something fucking smart ass or shitty. And I have Ethan with me, and I try very hard to not be loud or be whatever with him there because I never know what could happen in a situation, and I try to be a responsible adult with a child with me. So I'd already decided I wasn't going to I was just gonna whatever. Well, Jess went to the register behind me, and Crystal started grab the first thing to ring it up, right? So as she goes across the conveyor belt, she picks up these shorts. This is exactly what it was. She picks these shorts up and she goes, "Jess, they stretch." Okay, so I need to stop right here really quick. 5 years ago, this would have triggered me like none other. I would never wear these after. Maybe this is the first time I buy shorts like that. Maybe. I didn't even try them on. I didn't know if I really wanted. I mean, I love them, but I didn't know how they fit. I didn't know if I was going to keep them. By the way, I do love them, and I'm going to keep them. But I didn't have any clue about that. I just saw them real quick. I saw the size that I typically wear, buy from them. As you can see, I've bought this. I mean, this is all shorts from Target. Actually, I went store to store looking for different colors in these. I have them in every fucking color that you can imagine. Those shorts, or some that's not even washed, that are not even on here. All the shorts are the same length, you guys. You can see these are no different. This has never happened to me before, ever. I buy crop tops from there. These are all crop tops from Target that I bought from Target in clearance section usually, you know. So I buy tons of stuff from there. Look at this. This is dresses, guys, dresses, skirts, overalls. I mean, those are pretty short, right? They still have tags on them. I've never even worn them, but I spend so much money at this place. I buy so much stuff from this place and this store in particular, mostly actually. And that's the kind of treatment I get. That's 100% body shaming. Okay, that is exactly the definition of body shaming. And these girls, neither one were thin. And as I have said 100,000 times, typically when I get body shamed, it's by another fat girl. So when she picked them up and said something about they stretch, I got really, really, really anxious, like really uncomfortable, like sick feeling uncomfortable. Like I really just wanted to leave everything and run out of the store. And that is the old me and the old mentality, but I did have that mentality for one split second because that's what fucking people do to you. But you can't let them, because what other people think about us is none of our business. So when Crystal picked them up and said, Jess, they stretch. Jess says, girl, it's not about that. It's about the length. Right, the length. I don't want my ass hanging out. Maybe she said booty, I don't know, but she didn't want whatever hanging out and her legs showing, whatever. And I'm getting really tired of this because at this point they know that it's for me. I was wearing a crop top and a skirt that day. Actually, right here. I got the look when I walked up anyhow, and I knew she just needed to say something. I think people don't realize, like, or maybe they do realize. I don't know what the intent behind all of that was. It continued to go back and forth. I said, yeah, I used to feel that way too until I, learned to love myself. Oh no, girl, it's not about that. It's about da-da-da. I said, no, really though. So I was just trying to get out of it, like kind of peacefully, but like try to be like, yeah, it's just about body love. You just got to love yourself. It's like, I don't even know, like, I don't even need to explain. Why am I explaining myself to you? Like, who are you? Just ring up and shut up. That's your job. That's your job. Your job is to ring up and shut up. Did I ask your opinion? No, I didn't ask your opinion. It is not your job to give your opinion about something I'm going to put on my body. So Crystal, at some point, I could tell she's getting uncomfortable. She says something like, yeah, my husband or my boyfriend or whatever would be like, what are you wearing out of the house? And I mean, they're shorts, guys. They're shorts. Would they say that to a size 2 girl? No, they would not say that. And if they would, that's even more body policing. Why are you doing that? It's not your business. Are you slut shaming? They're shorts. They're shorts. There's nothing hoochie in Target. Get the fuck out of here. These girls were acting like it doesn't even matter. What? So she says, like, my whatever would die if he saw me like leave the house. And I'm like, mine's proud of it, girl. You know what? I used to hate myself too, but now I'm a freaking model. I'm a freaking YouTuber. I love all my body. Like, I love it. And I said, y'all think that's crazy? You should see me at the beach then. And then Jess proceeds to tell me that my clothing isn't appropriate to have with children. First of all, she assumed Ethan was my kid. Second of all, what in the hell is she talking about? And I told her, I said, if you're sexualizing children like that, that's on you, girl. That's on you. That's scary, girl. I told her, you want to keep arguing about it? That's fine. I'll go to customer service. No big deal. And she's all like, wow, okay. Okay, listen, I had an abusive ex that would wow me all the time. Bitch gets crunk when you fucking wow me. So I still kept it under control. I was actually really proud of myself, to be honest with you guys. I go to customer service. I wait. Nobody there. There's a couple people in line. Nobody there. And this little thin, like short, petite girl runs over to me, kind of in my area. I said, oh, you know what you're here for? And she's like, no, checks bewildered. Checks bewildered. No, I know they told her I was going to customer service. She was a homegirl of theirs. It was very obvious. So she comes over and we're having a conversation. I see her name badge says new member or whatever, but I saw she had a walkie-talkie, so I was like, she's got to be a manager, right? I don't know how their system works there. So she says, no, I just had to wear this because I didn't wear my badge or whatever. And so I gave her the store, and she's like, I don't think she meant anything by it. And listen, I don't think the girl was being malicious. I don't think she's like, fuck this bitch, I'm going to talk some shit to her today. I don't think it was like that. I think she has some severe body image issues, okay? Just like most people do, and they police others' bodies by that, and that's not okay. It's not okay. And you know what? Most people don't say anything. Most people just sit and be fucking silent or go home and cry about it or constantly obsess about like, well, I mean, years ago, I would not buy clothes in a store like that for that exact reason. So I went home and I thought about it, and I ended up calling the store and speaking to Thomas, who is whoever I said before. He's like director of team lead or something. But he told me he would roll the tape to give me the names because I didn't know the names of the girl. And I told him what time I was there, told him where I was at, gave him my receipt number. And he told me he would roll tape and give me the girl's names because I told him I was going to make a YouTube video about it. I do YouTube, and I was going to contact Target Corporate about it because this is a serious problem for his store. This is a serious problem. Like, this is body shaming, making customers feel uncomfortable in your store because you're talking about something they're going to put on their body. Like, that's not even, like, you aren't, like, allowed to do that. That's not even a Target rule. That's like a rule in business. Like, that's just a fucking rule, bitch. Well, I waited till the next day, didn't hear from Thomas. I called over the weekend, both days, and he wasn't available or wasn't there either day. And then Monday, I didn't have time. And Tuesday, I called about 8:30 in the morning, and I got a hold of Thomas, and I was like, oh, hey, it's Kandi. You know, we spoke about it. And he's like, yeah, I called you right back and left a message. I don't have a message. I'm not accusing him or whatever. Like I told him, I don't know. I told him I don't even check my messages really, but I looked. I don't have a message or a missed call from him. Could have got the numbers, you know, mixed up. No big deal, no harm, no foul. I was just calling basically to get the girls' numbers because I just wanted to really vent about this on social media. I think I just said numbers. I mean names for, anyhow, you know what I mean. So he gave me that immediately. We had a nice little conversation, and I explained to him that I appreciated his help. And he asked me if I wanted to speak to the store manager, that he was just acting GM while Eric, who is the actual store manager, was out on vacation or out of town or whatever. So I spoke with Eric. Eric was very kind, and I was shocked that his team acted in that manner. And I just explained to him, like, what my background was and why it offended me. I do try to do activism towards policing others' bodies, and it's no matter what body shape or whatever, like, that's totally inappropriate. And, you know, he agreed with me and said he would talk to his team. Now, whatever happens, that's not on me. What is on me, though, is that I took a stand for women everywhere who get body policed, and men, because men get the same thing, right? I took a stand for something that I believe firmly in, and I didn't act a fool because I get crazy sometimes. I get crazy, especially the social anxiety, and then I remember how I used to feel when someone would do that to me, you know, and it does a trigger. I hate the word trigger. I hate triggers, but it's true. It does remind you of things like that. And I think of, you know, maybe my younger sister who's not as confident, maybe, or maybe a friend of mine who's not as confident, that would cripple them, that would devastate them, and they would never try to. Maybe that's the first pair of shorts. She doesn't know that's not the first pair of shorts I've not worn in 10 years, because that happens. And you don't know what you do to somebody else when you do things like that. So if you need to make a comment about somebody, don't make it about their appearance. I mean, we don't always need to be beautiful, or we don't always need to be thin, or we don't always need to have curves, or we don't always need to have makeup or do our hair or whatever it is. Like, it's not your job to police somebody else's body, period. If you feel the need to do that, that's because you feel inadequate in your own skin, and you're just self-reflecting and bouncing off of somebody, because it's hard to say that stuff to yourself, isn't it? So that's all I have for you today, guys. Have you ever had an experience like this at Target? Because it seems like this is a trending thing for me this week. I had the Kmart issue and now the Target issue. And I'm very curious if this is something like this has ever happened to you. I kind of was blindsided by it. I mean, it's happened to me in like trendy little stores, in a Hollister. It's happened to me even in a Hot Topic. It's happened to me in an Express for sure. Like, this kind of thing has happened to me before, but never in a Target where I've spent, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So I'm just kind of blown away. And I know Target's been really, really, really up in the news lately with a bunch of different things. So I'm just kind of blown away and disgusted and curious as to if you've ever experienced anything like that. As always, thank you so, so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, remember, be nice to each other, because nobody likes a fucking asshole. Mwah. Bye, guys.